So not too long ago, my husband and my bed has been ridiculous. The mattress has been sagging in the middle, and it's been very difficult to get a good night's rest because you're constantly fighting the gravity that's pulling you into the center of the bed, literally piling everybody on top of each other. We have a king-size bed, but we also have two little ones that sometimes like to join us. Fortunately, that's getting less and less, but less and less often. But still, it is super annoying when your bed is sagging. My husband made the obvious observation, and he said, I think it's time that we get a new mattress. Well, our mattress isn't that old. So I started thinking, why should we need a new mattress? Usually I'll rotate a mattress a few times, to get rid of any lumps or sags that have been acquired, but that wasn't working this time. No matter which way the mattress is turned, the sag is in the same spot. So I got to thinking there's got to be something off with the frame. So one night, me and him flipped the mattress up and looked at the frame, and sure enough, one of the support legs was missing. More than likely, one of the kids was dragging out the box of pictures that's underneath my bed, and was looking at them, and when they shoved it back under there, they bumped the leg and knocked it clean off. So it took a little bit of time. We got it repositioned, got everything put back together, and put the bed back, and put the mattress back on the bed, and guess what? The bed doesn't sag anymore. What looked like a superficial problem that needed a new mattress actually was something under the surface. And it got me to thinking, that's how we do in life, isn't it? We want to treat the stuff on top and ignore the stuff under the surface, because it's a whole lot easier to get a new mattress and just slap it on top of the frame than it is to remove the mattress, take the time to fix the brace, put new screws in, reposition everything, and then have to put everything back together again. That takes a little bit more effort than if we would have just got another mattress, maybe not even got rid of this one, just threw this one on top, add some height to it, and voila, there we go. That's what we do in life. We want to treat the surface stuff because we see it. It's visible. It's the easiest to get rid of. It's the easiest to fix. It's the easiest to work with. But it's not always the real solution. If we would have got another mattress, it still would have eventually started sagging, probably within a matter of weeks, because the frame was what was the issue. And that's what we do in life. Oh, I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight so badly. And we focus on losing weight. And then we don't look at the underlining on why we're overeating anyways. What's causing me to binge eat some nights and not others? What's causing me to ravish that bowl of ice cream and other nights I'm okay? What is triggering my bad habits? It's a whole lot easier to just say, oh, I just need to lose weight, and then focus on the losing weight, because it's the surface stuff, and we don't want to look at what's under the surface, what could actually be causing the problem. But what ends up happening, it's the boomerang effect, right? You lose weight, you feel good for a little while, and then woof, poof, it comes and slaps you right back in the face, right? All that weight comes back, and usually it brings friends with it. But that's what we like to do. Oh, I've got a bad temper. I really need to work on my anger. I really need to work on this issue. And so we take breathing exercises and anger classes, and we read up on how to control your anger and be a better person. And we focus on walking away when we get too mad and trying to revamp all these things. But we don't want to look at the framework behind it. What's causing our anger to begin with? Is it hidden sin? Unforgiveness? Is it something from our past we're not healed from? What is bringing up all of this anger? And it's not just those two things. Those are just two things I've brought to your attention, but we do it in life so easily. We want to look at what's the quickest to fix. What's the quickest to see? What is the quickest to recognize? Without realizing that most things in our life have framework. And the truth is, if our framework isn't right, no matter what we do on the top layer, it's going to get messed up. This is why divorces are so prominent. If They say if you've been married and you've gotten a divorce, your second marriage is twice as more likely to end in divorce. Why? Now, this isn't always the case, and I've been divorced, so I'm not harping on anybody from being divorced. I've been divorced. I'm in my second marriage. But I've also seen this in my second marriage. We totally would have been divorced within just a few short weeks if it had not been for God digging to the framework of both of us, doing some healing. Because what happens is we come into it, a new mattress would be so nice. A new husband's going to fix all of this. A new friend's going to work this out. A new church will make this so much better, and then I'll feel God like I used to. Or a new car is going to make that old smell go away. And it's just craziness. Because the truth is, when you get all that new stuff, or you go to that new church, or you get that new spouse, or you find that new friend, the new wears off, and then you're stuck with the old framework, and it still gets crooked and warped and doesn't lay right and doesn't sit right and still makes you uncomfortable. Because you've got to get to that framework. But it's harder to get to the bottom than it is to just deal with what's on the top. And that's why a lot of times second divorces happen, because they didn't deal with the stuff. The easiest solution, it's just not easy though. I know divorce isn't easy, but the easiest solution is to find somebody else or just do it by myself. Well, the truth of the matter is, even if you're by yourself, you still are eventually going to have to fix your framework, or you're always going to feel uncomfortable. You're always going to feel like you don't fit right. You're always going to feel off. Now, what is the framework? Well, the framework is the very base, the very core of us. The Bible says, let the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O God. It's the things that our hearts meditate on, the things that we think on, the things that make us us, right? Well, how do I fix me? You can't. You can't. If I have a computer, if I have an Apple computer and I need it fixed, and somebody hands me 2 phone numbers and they say, okay, well, here's 2 phone numbers. I want you to call, and I know this is outlandish because this person's dead. I want you to call Henry Ford to fix your laptop, or you can call Steve Jobs. Who am I going to call? I'm going to call Steve Jobs. Why? Because he's a creator of Apple? Because he's the actual designer? Because he's the one that would know more about it? Henry Ford made cars. I'm sure he's very mechanically inclined, but I want the creator. And that's how it is with us. If you want the framework fixed on you, well, you've got to go to who created you. Yeah, he didn't put those flaws and those defects and all of that trauma in you, but he sure enough knows how to fix you. I might have been the one that put the virus on my computer, but the person who made my computer was just going to know how to get it off. I may be the one who put the scratches and the dings on it, but the person who created it, they're going to know how to fix it. They're going to know how to make it look like new again. That's what God does. We bring it to Him and we say, okay, God, something's off with my framework. I'm getting angry way more than I used to, or I just don't feel you like I'm supposed to in church, or that spouse of mine is just driving me up the wall and I don't see how this is going to work, or this friendship is tanked and everything is just crazy and I can't lose weight because I want to binge eat all the time, and then I don't want to binge eat, and then I feel guilty for it, and God, I can't. Take it to the Creator. That's what He's there for. He wants to make you the best you're supposed to be. He wants to help you fix your framework. He wants to do the impossible. He's the potter. We're the clay. He wants to work those rough edges out of us. That's why He tries us in the fire and purifies us. That's why He keeps working around the edges and getting the roughest places smooth. That's why He doesn't give up on us. The Bible says He came to give us life. Jesus came to give us life and to give it more abundantly. But you can't live an abundant life on a crooked foundation, on a crooked framework. So today, if you're struggling in any area of your life, if you have the same obstacles, the same things that keep coming back up in your life, I challenge you, go to your Creator. Say, okay, Jesus, fix me. Help me. Make me who I was already designed to be. I surrender. And in that moment of surrender, you'll find He'll take you on a journey of wholeness. And you will be blown away by the things that He accomplishes in your heart and in your mind and in your life, and how much more fulfilled and joyful you will feel.